Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I'm gonna discuss about FPL popular buy sell comparison and ranking of player based on their performance for game week 30. Before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. I think the best player you should buy for Game Week 30 is Erling Haaland. If he is fit, then I think he is essential for Game Week 30 and the one essential player for Game Week 30 because I think if he plays against Southampton, it's an easy match for Haaland, and in this kind of match he plays very well because he get a lot of chance in front of the goal because of their creative passing from Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish and Mahrez. So I think Haaland is now the essential player for game week 30 if he is fit, and if you look at his goal involvement ratio is 1.04, which is amazing. So that's why he's in the top of the list. And the second one is also from Manchester City. They play very well in their last match, so that's why I think you should go for Manchester City as they have double game week in 34 and got two amazing fixture in game week 30 and 31 like Southampton away and Leicester home. And if you are free hitting in game week 32, then I think going for Manchester City in this game is a nice one, and this can be a very good differential one for you. And for Grealish is that he is playing for the left wing for Manchester City. He is playing very well, and I think he is totally nailed for Manchester City because in his position there is no competition now as Foden is injured, and Foden sometimes plays in the right wing also. So that's why I think when Foden will be fit, then still Grealish is in the top position in the left wing position. So that's why I think you should go for Grealish. But the underlying data for Grealish looks medium, like his goal differential is 0.51. So I think he's a good pick for game week 30 because of his low price like 6.8 and amazing goal differential ratio. Now move on to the third and fourth one, and third one is Kevin De Bruyne, and I put Kevin De Bruyne behind Grealish because Grealish is 6.8 million while Kevin De Bruyne is 12 million. So Kevin De Bruyne is a premium option, but if you look at his underlying data for last 4 matches, it looks good, but in last 4 matches he played one match in 11 minutes and one match around 50 or 60 minutes. In last match he played 90 minutes, but I think still he is not a player who is totally nailed for Manchester City because they have Champions League match. So in Champions League Kevin De Bruyne play, and in FPL match like Southampton away and Leicester home, these two matches he can be rotated. So that's why he is a good pick for game week 30 because he has got great potential, but still he is not ahead of Grealish. The fourth one is Watkins, and if you are not free hitting in 32, then I think you should go for Watkins because if you look at his fixture like 30 Nottingham Forest home match, and in 31 he has Newcastle home match, and then 32 has Brentford away. So his fixture looks good, and he is the main goal scorer for Aston Villa. So he's a good pick, but I put him behind Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne because they have double game week, and if you are free hitting 32, then I think going for Manchester City is a must for you. Now move on to the fifth and sixth one, and fifth one is Mitoma, and in this game week I think it's not essential or good pick to go for Mitoma because he has Tottenham away and then Chelsea away to hard fixtures. So if you don't have triple up Brighton, you don't need this in this game week because they have 2 hard fixture, and after that you can go for Brighton player. And Mitoma is playing well, but as his fixture looks bad, so that's why he's in optional category. But you can go for him because he has got double game week in 34, and he might get double game week in game week 36 or 37. So he's a good one to have, but I think in this game week he's an optional option. And sixth one is Tyrone Mings, and in these things I think he's just 4.4 million cheap, and Aston Villa defense performed amazingly well. In last 5 matches they maintained 4 clean sheet, which is amazing. And if you look at Tyrone Mings goal ratio is 0.07, which is not good, but if Aston Villa performing their defensively so well, then I think against Nottingham Forest home and Newcastle home, Brentford, these teams are not a very good team to scoring goal. So I think Mings can get some clean sheet point for you and some bonus point also. Now move on to the 7th and 8th position, and 7th position I think it's White, and he's an optional option for game week 30. But if you are not free hitting in 32, then I think he's a very good option for you, because he's so creative. If you look at his goal ratio, 0.34 for a right back is amazing, and he's a defender. In last 5 matches, he scored 2 goals and also provided 1 assist, got 32 points. So he's in great form in attacking sense. He's playing very well. He links up with Saka very well. So I think you can go for White if you don't use your free hit in 32, and like me, you are thinking of playing free hit in 34, then I think White is not a good option. But if you are not free hitting soon, so then I think White is a good option for you. But as there is some pros and cons for White, so that's why he's in the optional category. And the 8th one is Gabriel Jesus. If you look at Gabriel Jesus' performance, he is not totally fit now. I think in last match he played around 45 minutes, and I think 45 he is not playing regularly football. So that's the thing for concern for Gabriel Jesus, and his underrated looks amazing well, like 2.20 is amazing, but it just is 3 match or like low minutes, so that's why it looks so amazing. But I think if you have free hit in game week 32, then you have got Southampton home fixture as well. But other than Arsenal fixture are not looks good, Liverpool away, West Ham away, Manchester City away, so there are no good fixtures. So I don't think that Gabriel Jesus has some minute risk also, so that's why he is in optional category. But you can go for him because of his good form. Now move on to the 9th and 10th position. In 9th position I put Gabriel, and it's an ignore, because if you want to go for Arsenal defense, it should be White, because he's cheaper than Gabriel, like 4.7, where Gabriel is 5.2. On the other hand, White is more attacking than Gabriel, so that's why you should ignore Gabriel. And the 26k manager transferring in, but I don't think it's a good move. And the number 10 is Tony. He has got 9 yellow cards, so if you pick a yellow card in game week 29 second match, then he will ban for game week 30 and 31, so there is a risk that he might pick yellow card in 30 also. So I think that's why he's an ignore category, and you should ignore Tony, and he's not a good move for game week 30. Now move on to the sell category, and first player you should sell is Saliba. He is injured, so you should sell Saliba. And as well, Arsenal is also long-term injured like Saliba, so these two players, if you have still in your team, you need to sell them. Now move on to the 3rd and 4th one, and it's also one injured one like Foden. He has got abdominal injury, so you need to sell him if you have him, and it's an essential sell. And the 4th one is Mitrovic, because he has got a long-term suspension, so that's why if you have Mitrovic, you need to sell him. Now move on to the 5th and 6th one, and the 5th one is Ivan Toney, and I think selling Ivan Toney in game week 30 is a good move. I already told that he has got a 9 yellow card, so if he pick 1 yellow card, then he will miss 2 games. So that's why you can sell Ivan Toney for game week 30. It's a good sell. And the 6th one is Odegaard. If you want a player who have fixer in all the time, then I think going for Arsenal player is good, and keeping Arsenal player. But if you are going for double game week player, then I think selling Odegaard is a nice option, because his underlying data doesn't look good so much, like 0.49 goal ratio in last 5 matches, 2 goals and 1 assist. Is probably not good for an Arsenal asset like Saka, Martinelli, Trossard are playing very well, and they are scoring goal for fun. So that's why I think Odegaard is not a very good pick, and you can sell him, and it's a good sell, I think. Now move on to the 7th and 8th position, and in 7th position, if you have Havertz in your team, I think selling Havertz is a good pick, because if you look at his fixture in game week 30, it looks Wolves away good, but they recently sacked their coach, so I think Graham Potter is sacked, so they need a new coach. So there is a mess for Chelsea, and they are not playing well this season, so I don't think that it will improve drastically so soon. So yeah, also other thing about Chelsea, that they have got blank in 32 and also doesn't got double gaming 34, so you need to sell some Chelsea player, and I think Havertz should be the sell, and it's a good sell for game 30. But I prefer Tony and Odegaard sell ahead of Havertz, because against Wolves he can obviously score goal, and that's why he's in the priority list in this list, and he's in the 7th one. Now move on to 8th one, and it's Saka, and selling Saka is an optional idea, because he can obviously hurt you, because he can score against any opponent. He's a great player, but he doesn't have a double game week in game week 34, and if you are free hitting in 32, then you get the Southampton easy fixer already. So that's why his fixer other than is very bad, so that's why he's an optional sale. The 9th and 10th one is Haaland, and if you have Haaland, he has an injury concern that he might miss Southampton or get 20 or 30 minutes, but I still think that you should hold Haaland, and it's no brainer to sell Haaland because if he plays he can score goal, and if he starts against Southampton it's a very good match for him, and he's a good captaincy shot also, so he's a must player for you, and that's why you don't need to sell him, and you should ignore this kind of sale. And the 10th one is Rashford. He is now fully fit from injury, so in last match he blanked and doesn't take any shot against their opponent Newcastle, but it's a rare one, so that's why I think you should hold Rashford and ignore this kind of sale. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.